All right, so you might be asked to approve the recording. So my name's Katie. This is Emmeline. She's my helper. Tonight you're going to get to hear from Robin, Aaron, Dusty, and we have some of our other team members here to share about our Icy Treats to help make sure your questions are answered. But we just want to welcome you. If you are part of Team Climb, will you tell us in the comments, be like, hey, I'm part of Team Climb. I'm joining with, and then tell us who you joined to the team with. Maybe you are a customer, a host, a guest of another consultant. So you can tell us, who are you joining with? And this one's really important because those of you that are joining tonight are getting an entry to win an ice cream maker. So that's kind of our featured product tonight. I've got our ice cream maker. We're going to be making some Dole Whip, the stuff you get at Disney World or Hawaii if you've ever been. And I just have one quick tip. If you leave the lid on while it's in the freezer, it will stay colder and get your ice cream to set up nice. And we have lots of different tips for you, but I wanted to give you that one. So we are going to get started with some milkshakes, but before we do, we just want to say thank you. We do this usually every second Thursday of the month at 7 o'clock Central Time. We'll teach you about products that you have at home so that you can learn how to use them, new ideas for them, hopefully recipes. And we always record it and post some recipes and pictures after in our Facebook workshop group. Now, if you're not part of Facebook, I do upload it to YouTube as well. So if you wanted to rewatch it, you could. And we're just here because our team is a community and a family. We want to help each other, learn to do business together. And part of that is learning how to help our customers love our products like we do. And we know that one of the things that happens is you'll go to a party, you'll see products and think, oh my gosh, I love that. I have to have it. Maybe you order it, maybe you host to get it. And then it kind of sits on the shelf because like, oh, I kind of forgot how to do it. I'll figure that out later. So we're just going to be highlighting those products each month for you. And it's a great training for our consultants. We want you to ask as many questions as you can. In fact, throughout tonight, we're going to go and do the ticket game, which is just you asking questions. So consultants can ask questions, yes, and anybody that's a guest can ask questions. And you can ask questions about the products that we're using, about recipes. I can't promise we're going to know all the answers, but we really want you to try and stump us on questions about doing parties with your consultant, and questions about being a Pampered Chef consultant. Maybe a question you would have if you, like, let's say you woke up one day, you found out you were a Pampered Chef consultant, ask all the questions that you would have so that you could understand the job. And we do that for two reasons. One, because we know you probably didn't come here looking for a job. And that was my story when I went to my first Pampered Chef party. I didn't think I could ever do a Pampered Chef business because I didn't cook. And I also was busy with a baby and a full-time job. But I'm so glad that the consultant asked people to ask questions because 11 years later, this is my full-time job. And I'm so grateful that it came into my life. I can't imagine my life without it. I learned how to cook. And Pampered Chef is our full-time income. So it pays for the house, the food, all the things. And I just never know who needs that. So I'm not going to talk anymore. We want to get to the Icy Treats. If you haven't yet, find the chat and tell us your name and who you're joining with. If you're a consultant, especially if your name isn't revealed, like if your name is just, I'm looking at like Tammy, I don't know your last name. So Tammy, you'll want to tell us your last name in there because we're jotting down everyone that's here so you can get an entry to win an ice cream maker for free. Okay. And we'll go over that at the end. All right. Without further ado, Dusty, can you take us through milkshakes?
Yes. So if you don't have a blender, there's a couple of ways I found that you can make a milkshake. One of them, which is very odd to me, is the food processor. And so this is part of our Flex Plus. So you would plug this part in, plug your battery in, and it's all going to be based on how much you stir it with the blades as to how thick or whatnot that it gets. I am actually going to make it with the emulsion blender that is also also part of the Flex Plus. So I'm going to put all the pieces together. I looked up a recipe for a milkshake, and it's a 1/3 cup of milk, which I have right here in our measure all cup. And then I actually doubled it, and I practiced this last night, and I'm glad that I did because it was just a cup of milkshake. And then 1.5 cups of probably whatever ice cream you want. Strawberry, you can add toppings, but they don't suggest doing like chocolate chips or anything like that because obviously they're going to get all broken up when you're blending it. So you would want to use those actually to top it off. So I've got 2 cups, and I'm not really sure if I have enough ice cream, so we're just going to throw the rest in here. But I do have the ice cream maker or the ice cream scoop, but I wanted to use the cookie scoop just because it helped me with measuring out specifically how much ice cream I needed. It just made it easier to control. And boy, this sure is a messy, fun treat. Okay, so I've got my milk and my ice cream. And then I'm just going to take my emulsion blender, and it does take a little bit to get it started. You have to unlock it. I did find turning it up a little bit helps. And it does take a little bit because you have to kind of get through the ice cream. And if you make a mess, that's okay. It just makes it more fun.
Dusty, there's a question for you.
Yeah.
If you wanted to add fresh berries to the vanilla ice cream, about how many cups of berries would work best?
That's a really good question. I didn't know about adding berries. I would say, I don't know, I guess it depends on how much you make. Maybe a 1/2 cup or less. That would be something I would have to test unless I found an actual recipe, just because you're going to get extra liquid with all of the mashed berries. But that would be really good. I'm going to try to. This cup also comes with the emulsion blender for making it. You can see that it's starting to a milkshake. And I did look up, so how can you thicken a milkshake? It's incredibly easy to overblend a milkshake. And luckily, thickening it back up is just as easy. Simply add an additional scoop or 2 of ice cream. So if you're making your milkshake and it's a little bit too milky, here we've got, that's a little bit thicker than I want it to be. So I just keep blending. And then you can make a milkshake ahead of time. So it says making them fresh obviously is best, but you can make it ahead of time. You just make your milkshake and then transfer it to a paper or plastic cup and pop it into the freezer. And then you just remove the milkshake from the freezer and let it get to room temperature for about 20 minutes. So, okay, but I almost think it's probably done. Looks pretty good to me. It's going to taste good regardless. And I do not have any straws. Yeah, we gotta.
Dusty, can you tell us a little bit more about the immersion blender and that, like the whole kit that comes together, that set, the Flex Plus?
I do know. So the emulsion blender is actually new to me. I've never used an emulsion blender before. This is actually the okay. I just tested, but it is dishwasher safe. Just the head of it. This part is going to be hand wash only, and then your battery. So you get 2 batteries with the Flex Plus. That should last you about 30 minutes on the battery, and it comes with a charger. So it's like your husband's power tool in the garage, only there are power tools in the kitchen. It also comes with a oven to turn it into a blender or a mixer. I would say blender, a mixer. And then it also has like whisk for doing like whipped cream. You can make mayonnaise. I haven't done that yet. To make my own homemade mayonnaise yet, but it is something that I want to try.
Good deal.
It's
Well,
almost like
Dusty,
when you get the Dairy Queen.
Dusty, I think your sound is breaking up just a little bit. So we're going to watch you here for a second as you take an amazing drink of that milkshake. But I am going to go ahead and mute you for now. So let's also, so Dusty's going to enjoy her milkshake and maybe take a picture of it too for us, and we'll pop it into the recording. And next up, we're going to talk about that ice cream maker and the quick sickle maker. Robin, are you ready to show? Let me see here. I'm going to spotlight you. There you are. Yeah.
I'm here. All right. Which one do you have me to do first?
The ice cream maker is great. Or the quick sickle, whatever. It's all good.
Let's do the ice cream maker.
Awesome.
All right. The ice cream maker is a gem. I don't know who all likes ice cream. I already started a batch and it is almost done. I'm so excited. I'm making homemade strawberry ice cream. Who all likes strawberry ice cream? Yummy. Okay, so, okay.
Can you hear me?
It can also be keto friendly. You can substitute it with this so you don't have to have the sugar in it, okay? And it doesn't take very long to make. I can see your comments. No, it doesn't take very long to make. So the bottom of this, what you would do is you can put it in the freezer the night before when you know you're going to be making ice cream, and just put it in the freezer the night before, just for like 24 hours the night before. So, and you will get the mix together, and it's like 2 cups of whipping cream, a cup of milk, and your sugar. So if you like the keto friendly, you can do this stevia and do that instead. And then you can do whatever kind that you want. I'm doing strawberry, so I did a pound of strawberries. Now what I did was I put the stevia, a half a cup of stevia in this and let them set. So what happens is that the sugar pulls all of the flavors of strawberries out. And then I extracted those juices from the strawberries and separated it. And I put the strawberries in the base. And yes, it does come with a silicone lid. I see all the comments in there. I haven't gotten to it yet. Then I extracted the juices, because I'm going to add that in here in just a second, because it has this little spout right here. So if you're making fun little treats like for your kids and stuff, like if you want to add like cookies and cream and stuff like that, you can add all those treats into it after it when it's already starting to thicken up. You can add that into it later. So that's what I'm getting ready to do now. It's already thickened up, and I love that I can do like different fruits and stuff. So I'm going to add my base to it now. This is going to add so much flavor to it. Okay, so I'm going to add it to it now, and then I'm going to set it to the side, and I'm going to show you how to do the popsicles, which is really easy. And then it has a timer on the top. You just press the power, set the timer for however long. Normally it's like 30 minutes. And then if you don't like the thickness, you can just set it in the freezer and just set it for however long you want. And when you like the thickness, then you scoop it out and enjoy it. And then you put the silicone lid on it. for later. You don't have to take it out if you don't want to. So I'm going to pour my base in there. It's going to give it so much more flavor. And then I'm going to turn it back on, and then I'm going to show you how to do the popsicles real quick. I'm going to turn the timer on. And then it automatically turns on. Now what happens is once it gets to a certain thickness, it will automatically stop. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go get the popsicle.
All right, so while she's getting that, let me show you how popsicles our ice cream maker is going here. We've got some Joel Whip going. Can you see?
Yes. Yes.
Looking
It was so yummy.
All right, let's see those quick sickles.
All right. Popsicles.
Quick question.
Did you have a question?
I do. Sorry, I muted myself again. Do you have to have any ice in the ice cream maker?
Do you have to have ice in the ice cream maker?
Yes.
No.
So it's
there's liquid in the base, and that's why you put it in the freezer the night before, and that freezes. So that when you take it out and it churns, it automatically does its own freezing. And then after you do the churning, if you don't like the thickness, you just put it back in the freezer until it gets the thickness that you like.
And can you keep the container in the freezer? I would assume they're talking about storing it.
You can, yes. Absolutely.
If your ice cream lasts that long, right?
Right. Well, I think she was talking about the actual container, just storing it in the freezer. Absolutely. Why not? Then it'll automatically be ready for you. Now we're going to get to the popsicles. The popsicle is even better because no electricity needed, right? And this is really fun for the kids. What I'm going to do is tonight, I am going to make key lime popsicles. Okay, so let me go get the ingredients.
Awesome. And I also wanted to add in that the ice cream maker has just like this stainless steel type coating on the inside. And of course, that's a good conductor. Look at this one. She's eating our leftovers, but it keeps it nice and cold. However, if you have a metal ice cream scoop, then that can like leave scratches and it won't be as pretty. It doesn't ruin it by any means, but Pampered Chef has an ice cream spade that's plastic and it kind of gets along the sides. That is on sale this month, 20% off. So I'm just giving a plug for that. Looks like Robin's ready. Go ahead.
Okay, so I got my family over here going, oh yeah. Okay, because Gracie is more hip on the lime than she is the strawberry. So she's really excited about this one. All right. So this is really, really easy and kid friendly. 2 ingredients, guys, 2 ingredients. Okay. 3/4 cup of limeade or whatever fruit juice or whatever you want. Okay. And then 2 tablespoons of condensed milk. That's it. Okay. For this recipe. We have tons of recipes, all right? So, and then all you do is this, fill it up to the line. You don't want to go past it. Okay. Do not go past the line because you won't be able to get your popsicles out. So all I'm going to do is fill it up. And then it comes with these cool little pop sticks, okay? And then you just place them in there. and then you put it takes like 5 to 10 minutes. That is it. Okay. And then what happens is there's this little key that will unlock it. Okay. That's how easy it is. Okay. You can do ice cream. You can do pretty much anything you want. Okay. And you can interchange it. You can do different flavors. Just, I mean, the sky is the limit with this thing, and the kids love it. They're going to love this, and they're going to love you. Okay. So let's go to the next person. And when these get finished, hi, Mama, how are you? I see you. And then once these are finished, then I will show you what happens, and I'm going to show you what kind of toppings I'm going to put on it. It's gonna be really yummy.
Awesome. Sounds good. Jesse, do you have a question?
Hey, I have a question. Could you use yogurt for a healthier treat in the quick sickle maker?
I don't see why not. I mean, you could pretty much use anything you want. I haven't used it. Katie, what do you think?
Yep, you absolutely can. We've done yogurt. We've put ice cream in, like you can do the soft ones. What we're making tonight, we're going to press like little strawberries against the side and then just put Kool-Aid in there. Actually, not Kool-Aid. We're using Pampered Chef's Cherry Limeade. But yeah, you can use anything. We've even just thrown regular orange juice in there, whatever. It's fun, right? I love it. Cool.
One more question. Can you make ice cream with alcohol?
Yeah, I'm so glad you asked, because we're actually going to head over to Erin's Sweeter's Sweeter's Kitchen. I always break my brain. I want to make sure I call you the right last name. Still. Anyway, we're going to go learn about naughty and nice ice treats from Erin's kitchen. So that was a great parlay. Erin, are you ready for us?
I'm ready. Yes. Can you hear me okay?
You sound great. I'm going to spotlight you. Go right ahead.
Perfect. Of course, you can do alcohol in all of these things. The one big tip is you can't do too much percentage. So if you're doing like distilled or high proof alcohol, it's not going to set. So actually save that for like a shot later, or you could always make it a nice version and then add a little floaters on top for your alcohol. But what should we do, the naughty or the nice first?
Nice.
The nice. Okay, so I have my little assistant here, Wyatt. He just got out of the shower and has his jammies on. So this will be a really good snack for later, right?
Ice cream maker.
We're gonna make nice cream in the blender. And this recipe, no, nice cream. What? And this recipe is on Pampered Chef's website. It does use mangoes and peaches. We did not have that. We just had a mixed fruit. And so this has strawberry, pineapple, mango, and peaches. I think I got it at Aldi. So it's been in the freezer a little while, and we have some ice chunks on it. And there's 3 kids in this household, so I doubled this recipe. So we're just going to take, it said 2 cups on the recipe. We're going to do 4. You want to dump these in? There we go. And then it said just your own alternative milk. My favorite brand, just let me show them here, is the Califia Farms. This is a coconut and almond milk blend. And you can actually get this at Aldi too. That's where we got ours. So, and most grocery stores have it. So we're going to do.
I like just drinking it normal.
You like just drinking it normal, yes. So the recipe said 1/3 of a cup, but it did say with this milk to add a little more. So we are going to do 3/4 cup instead of 2/3 cup. And then that's it. That's all you would need to do.
I think it normally
You do like
it cleaner.
Yeah, so then it says on the recipe you can top with a little honey and chia seeds. Because my kids kind of have a sweet tooth, I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of honey just to make this a little bit sweeter, right? Because we're sweeters. That's our name. So we're going to do that. And then it actually, you put this on custom blend, which I tell you, I don't use custom blend that often. because it has all the fun little things on here, like smoothie, alternative milk, grind, and then you can use this blender to make soups. And what have we made? Remember? Caramel sauce. We use the heated sauce for caramel sauce. And caramel sauce would be great for the ice cream, not this one. And nacho cheese sauce too. So to do the custom, it's on custom right now. It says to do level 3 and then for 1 minute, and this will count up. You might want to mute me.
Well, I can't find you. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's the only thing with the blender. We're gonna do it too. It's loud. Emmeline, while we're on break and she's making those, we're making our quick sickle. We're placing strawberries on the sides. And we did have a question come in about the quick sickle maker. How many can you make? So this makes 3 at a time. It takes 6 to 8 minutes to set up. Then you pull them out and you can do that again it says 3 more times. So we haven't ever needed that many popsicles, but it comes with 6 sticks so that you can make them, take them out, and then make 3 more right away and take them out. So that's kind of the process with the quick sickle maker. And Erin, are you ready to show us the naughty? I did mute you, so you'll have to come unmute again. I wish that I could unmute you.
I have a question while we're waiting. Can you make popsicle shots?
I have made wine sickles, I guess, in the quick sickle maker. But you do have to mix like half juice and half the wine so that it's not full alcohol, I guess. But look how fun this is. So you just have a scoop, and this is nice cream. You saw how easy that was. And these are little 1-cup pretzels. Absolutely love them for individual servings here. So that was the nice cream. Now I want to show you the naughty. I think naughty and nice. And one tip that I had. Oh, they can hear you. Is it good? Put a towel around the base of my ice cream maker, because I feel like when the temperatures, I usually make this in like the summer and it's a little warmer, it keeps this really cold. So that helps to set it a little bit better. So that's why I have it here. Plus, I did this before you guys came on, so I wanted to make sure it was cold. But I will show you how it comes apart quick. So this just pops in to the bottom right here. And this is a little plastic piece, and you can put this in the dishwasher too. And then there is on the bottom, the little things here, you just kind of push them in and this clicks off. So this plastic piece is also dishwasher safe. This you can just wipe down, but it usually doesn't get too dirty because of the shield. And so what I did was I had 3 of these Cayman Jack watermelon margaritas, and I just put it in while it was going. So I have a fun little naughty slush, and it worked really great. It was, I think I did about 20 minutes and then it had set, but since we were coming on, did a few more minutes after that. So I had a total of 25 minutes. And I like to use this wine cup. It's a tumbler that we have, and you can get a set of these in a little wine bag, because this is also insulated. So it's going to keep this from not melting so much, but you can use this for coffee too. So it keeps it hot or cold. And I have seen people put even oatmeal in it too. So the other thing that I love is our straws. So these are straws that are stainless steel here. There's 2 of them, and it comes with a little thing to clean it, but helps save the environment, and it's really good. Yum. So that's just how quick that was, really easy. I have made frosé in here also, using rosé wine. And then also you'll want to put a little sugar with that and some strawberries. That was really good. I will share the recipe for that in our workshop. I also just a few hours ago, I shared another recipe book for lots of different ice creams that you can use in this. So you can look on our workshop page on Facebook to find those. You guys have questions? He's just eating over here.
That was so great. Oh, I saw Lisa in the comments said, hey, I'm going to be there in 2 hours. So save me some.
Okay, I'll just put it in the freezer with my little top here. It'll be ready for you, Lisa.
I love it.
My daughter's in the background like, I want some. So I better scoop her some up.
Yeah, I think we're going to have lots of kids with us tonight because this is the workshop they've been waiting for, right, Emily?
I mean, I do all the workshops.
She's like, I do all the workshops. All right, so I'm going to show you our Kool-Aid Slushies that we make at our house quite often. Actually, we like those, but also the cold brew pitcher, so you can have some iced coffee as it's hot. You know, so yummy. So I am going to do a couple of drawings for the people that are asking questions. I have several of these little cherry lemonade, and then I have cucumber mojito as well. I'm going to just draw a few names from people that ask questions so far. Here's your questions. So get your questions in, right? You can ask questions about anything that you've seen tonight, recipes, and ask us about hosting a party and about being a consultant as well. So I'm going to go over our specials while we're doing this. Because I know you've already seen the quick sickle maker. My kids just really want to eat some popsicles and the slushies and all that. So I'm going to take our little cherry lemonade drink here and pop it into the quick stir pitcher. Does anyone have this at home? If you do, I want you to type in got it, love it, because this is one of my favorites. And this was a product that I knew about before I knew what Pampered Chef was. It has the little plunger and it comes in 2 sizes. You have the is this 2 quart? Yeah, 2 quart. And then you have the gallon size. And they've made them a nice slim line, so they're going to fit in most refrigerator doors. So you can make your sweet tea. We love sangria in ours. Tonight, I don't know if this is going to work because it only needs 8 ounces, but can you pour that in there? She has been making Kool-Aid in the quick stir pitcher since she was, before you could talk, probably. And she always wanted to help. I have this video of her from when she was maybe 2, trying to slosh it all around. So 8 ounces of water. If you're making it nice, if you're making it naughty, it's 6 ounces of water. Go ahead and pump that. If you're making it naughty, you're going to do a 2-ounce shot and 6 ounces of liquid. And I'm going to be drawing names to mail these to you so you can try out the flavors. Okay. All right, so we decided to make just like a nice light cherry limeade quick sickle. So you can pour those and just make sure they stay below the line. And I'm going to talk about our yeah, go ahead.
Katie, I have questions for you.
Yeah.
For the ice cream in the ice cream maker, how long will the ice cream keep in the freezer?
Oh gosh, at my house, it doesn't last 48 hours. But I mean, if you weren't eating the whole thing at one time, you could leave it in there just like you would regular ice cream. I mean, it doesn't have any preservatives in it, so that's plenty. Oh, too much.
And this one's, sorry. This one says, I love the idea of doing all sorts of treat ideas with the ice cream maker. Where can I find recipes?
Oh, great. Okay. Great question. I'm going to mute you. So Jesse and I, we found out that our internets don't like each other. Every time we're on Zoom together, we can't both be off mute at the same time. We don't know why. So we have to do dairy-free ice cream. So I've learned that any like traditional ice cream recipe that you Google, like homemade ice cream, dairy-free, and you Google it, as long as it fits in there, it works. So I usually just kind of learn to put stuff together, but Pampered Chef has probably 7 to 10 recipes on the Pampered Chef website. So what I usually do, if I'm on the website, you can go to recipes and then click ice cream, and there's recipes by product. and you can select ice cream maker, blender, rock crock, whatever you're trying to use. And there's a whole section of recipes. If you can't find that on your own, reach out to your consultant and say, hey, I don't ever use my fill in the blank, and they can go to their website and drill down to get you the recipes for that. So we've got you covered, but it doesn't have to be a Pampered Chef recipe to work. It's totally fine. Our ice cream is ready. How exciting. We made Dole Whip. So Erin talked about doing the nice cream with almond milk. We have done a blend of almond and, we got to put the sticks in there. Here. If this is too full, we need to take a little out. But we've also done coconut cream. So did you get that? No. There's canned coconut milk. And if you do one of those and then some water, it's nice and thick. That seems to be my favorite thickness, if that's helpful. All right, so let's talk about cold brew. And cold brew is just a really smooth way to make coffee. So typically when you're making coffee, it's getting a heated up process. So it's processing it through really, really hot and getting that flavor out as quick as possible. When you make it in a cold brew pitcher, and this is ours, it comes with a tea and a coffee infuser. So this is the coffee. It's just got a nice fine, grate, I don't know, but the tea is thicker, so more water can get through. We want this to be nice and tight. You can use coarse grounds, or you can grind your own. I did ours in the blender before you came, so I've just got 1 cup of coffee grounds, and I'm going to put that into the funnel. Actually, it doesn't need quite a cup, does it? Okay, we're going to say 3/4 cup. You just want to fill it up to here. And the cool thing about cold brew, it does take a little extra time, but it's going to actually like soak out that flavor over 12 hours. And you can actually make it up to 24 hours. It will continue to brew, and it will make your coffee stronger. So you want to be aware of that. They're already made. We waited too long for our quick sickles. Oh, darn. Okay. So it's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. If you want it to be like about the caffeine amount that you would in a hot cup of coffee, you want to take it out around 12 hours. If you go 24, it's like a double strength kind of thing. And so the beauty of cold brew is it's smooth and buttery. It's so different than your normal brewed coffee. And if you haven't tried it yet, I wish I could. I'm making some decaf for my in-person show tomorrow. We're just going to pour over some water. I've got our big pitcher here. So you just kind of have to go slow and let it seep down. And then you can brew it on the counter, or you can brew it in the fridge. It doesn't matter. It's just going to soak nice and slow, getting that brew. So the other thing about cold brew is you can actually drink cold brew hot. Because it's a double strength, it's very concentrated. You can take boiling water and add it to your cold brew and have a nice hot cup of coffee that's smooth. Or you can add like a full cup of ice, and then as the ice melts, it doesn't dilute it past a certain point. Because it's an extra strength, it keeps that nice, smooth, bold flavor longer. So I'm a big fan of cold brew. Anyone tried it yet? Do you guys know all the things about cold brew? Did you know you could do it decaffeinated, so you can have you can have cold coffee at night? That's what I like to do. So anyway, you can brew it on the counter or in the refrigerator. It doesn't matter. After 48 hours though, you want to go ahead and take out this piece of it and toss those grounds so it doesn't start getting stale. Leave the lid on, and you can drink it over the week. Or if you're like me, it kind of goes fast. So that's the cold brew. Our Kool-Aid Slushies, this is our like big finish here, and then our ice cream. That's what I'm going to be enjoying. Are you ready? We're upset about the quick sickles because I didn't put the sticks in soon enough, and so that's not going to work. They started making their popsicles. They started hardening up before we got the popsicle sticks in. Okay, so
showed how fast it worked.
It does work very fast. We'll have to rely on Robin's though. That's okay. So the blender for Pampered Chef, it comes, it kind of looks like a regular blender, but it actually has like how many settings? 8 settings on it. And you can do regular custom blending. You can have a smoothie attachment, which we use every day, a couple times a day. The other ones are like, what I love about the blender is that I get to control the ingredients that go in. When I make peanut butter, it's just peanuts. And if I wanted to add a little bit of sugar or honey or whatever, sure, I can do that. When we make almond butter, same kind of thing. We can add a sweetener if we want, but there's no preservatives, no extras. It makes it in just a couple of minutes. And then we make our spaghetti sauce homemade, always better than canned or jarred, right? Yeah, and then we make soups, and it will cheese. We make dairy-free cheese in there, cheese sauce. Oh my gosh, there's so many fun things we've done. You can make jam. It does have a wash cycle, so if things are like stuck in on the blender, you can put a dab of like soap and half a cup of water, and it will blend and wash itself. It's super fun. What else do we make in this that we love? A broccoli cheddar soup. You didn't like that? Oh, that's your brother that likes that.
I've never liked that.
So we need the ice from the freezer. It's in
6
a cup.
pieces.
It's in a cup, and we need two things of bubbly. All right. So for the Kool-Aid slushies, we're gonna do black cherry. My son got to pick her flavor.
I want
Okay. All right. You pour the ice in first. All right. You want to pour? It's a half cup of sugar. Pour that in. Here, take this. Kool-Aid.
Get the 2.
I got it. And so you can do sparkling water or you can do still water. We like these like unsweetened. This is a black cherry sparkling water. Oh, here, if you like to do it. I think it's only 1.5 of these. So it's two cups of sparkling water, 4 cups of ice, 1 packet of Kool-Aid, half a cup of sugar. All right. And so we're going to make slushies like we get at the movie
I have to
theater.
wait for it to double slow down.
All right. I think we're close. So before we get too blendy and loud, go ahead. Pour about half of that in. I know that my son's going to come running down here like, is it time to have our slushies?
Or I'll go running upstairs and he'll be playing games.
That should be plenty. So let's see, we're gonna do custom. There's a custom blend and a custom heat. So it's all in one. And I love to do fajita margarita parties and make frozen margaritas for everyone. All right, how's that? How's that for slushy? So fast. And my son showed up. All right, Emma, you want to do our little cherry pitter? We're just going to show you the cherry pitter too, because this is, I know it's not frozen or icy treats, but it is one of our
best summer things.
Yes.
I will not eat cherries if they have the seeds in them.
All right, so here, get 4 ready. Here's what it looks like. There's an insert for olives if you don't have pitted olives. So you put 4 cherries in there. Let's do that real quick.
With the thing?
You got to take the stems off. Okay, and let me show you our ice cream too. All right, here is our ice cream. Oh, I started telling you about the quick stir pitcher. I was telling you about this because this is one of the free gifts. So when you order with your consultant this month, at an $80 order is going to get you 3 paring knives, a set of 3 paring knives for free. When you spend $100, you get that quick stir pitcher, which is like a $25 value. Oh, here, yeah. I'm gonna put it down on the table. Watch your finger. What do we did? Is it locked? Didn't push hard enough. Okay. So here's the 4 pits. And this is your cherry. So think about if you wanted to make like, you can do more if you like. If you wanted to do like a fruit salad, you don't have to cut up all those cherries and you can do real ones. Are they good? Yeah. All right. Here is our ice cream. Now we used coconut. Oh, it got really, really thick. Oh, I'm excited.
Mom,
Here's,
it's dripping.
I know that's fine with me. What I love about our ice cream maker, like someone asked about the ice, is that it's the least messy homemade ice cream maker I've ever seen. I remember as a kid going to my grandparents and I wanted to make ice cream every time. And we got to do it like once a summer because it would sit out there and you'd add the salt and you'd wait and you'd wait and you'd wait. And then it wasn't thick enough. So we'd wait like hours for this ice cream, right? This took 20 minutes and it's nice and thick. And then here's that lid that y'all were asking about. So
Show that when she was talking about it.
we want to see some of our finished products. So Robin, do you have some to show us? Did you do better than us on the quick sickle?
We have some questions. Sorry. Where should they store the quick sickles when they're finished if they don't eat all of them? In the quick sickle maker.
So we have not had that problem yet, but you could totally put them in like a gallon size freezer bag if you'd like. Or keep them in the quick sickle maker. We always have the quick sickle maker and the ice cream maker in the freezer at all times, so we can make it if we need
Only
to.
in the summer though.
Yeah,
In winter, we
usually
don't
in the
really.
summer. Yeah, any other questions?
Can you make coffee sickles?
Absolutely, yep. When you can make cold brew and you can actually add like your cream to the cold brew, make it just how you want and then put that in there. Yes.
Here's
recommend
my quick sickles.
You remove my spotlight here. Here we go. They look really
They look
good.
Way better than ours.
Way better than ours. Darn.
Let me turn this light off. There we go.
And tell us about your topping.
Oh, it is toasted coconut and graham cracker crumbs
Love
to
it.
go with the key lime.
Looks great, Robin.
Yummy, yummy.
And she's got to go. You got to go eat all of those before they start melting.
Yeah, they're good. They're gonna eat them.
If you didn't eat them, how would you store them in the freezer? Would you just pop them back in the quick sickle maker? Would you put them in a bag or you
I
could do
think
it in
it is a black bag.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, you guys.
I'm waiting for Mama to come over and join us.
Yeah, Mom, get over there. So we did have a request. So let's go ahead and talk about our giveaway. I know that you guys are excited about our ice cream maker giveaway. I've got one to give away, and you are getting an entry. If you are a consultant, you're getting an entry for having a guest here tonight. And because we know not everyone can attend at all times, it might be a bad night for someone. We are going to allow watching the replay and popping in at least one question after you watch the replay. That can count towards our giveaway as well. So we're going to give you 1 week to watch the replay, and we've got some extra bonus ways to get entered as well. So I'm going to, I have a Google form for you, and I did have a reminder here from Kim, who's getting all of our attendance, so that nobody misses their entry into the ice cream maker. If you have not yet, please type in your full name if you're a consultant, and if you're here with a consultant, tell us their name. That way we can be 100% sure everyone's got their entry. I did take a couple screenshots of our attendance too. We don't want anyone to miss out, and we'll have the timestamps on the Facebook replay, so we won't miss you on that one as well. I want to share our specials and the ways you can enter. So hopefully if you're not on a phone, you should be able to see this. We have the 2 specials I told you about. When you order from your consultant, you can get the free knives. You can get the quick stir pitcher. You can get free shipping with 150. We also have the host special. When you have a $200 or more party, which is normally 3 orders, you can do that with a catalog using our Pampered Chef online site, or you can do it with an in-person party potentially. The kids eating the treats are killing me. It's fun though. And then we also have a summer sale. So if you wanted to order from your consultant just through July or while supplies last, there's a quick screenshot, snapshot. It has that ice cream spade that I mentioned. We've got our cocktail set that's in the it's $84. It's on sale. These are while supplies last only. Your consultant has this sale for you. So be sure to touch base with them. And the reason I'm sharing is because one of the ways that you're going to get an entry, you'll get an entry for attending or watching the replay and commenting on the video. You'll get an entry when you place an order with your consultant. So you'll order with your consultant and they will get back to me. But when you fill out this door prize entry form, you're going to be able to tell me, hey, I'm planning to order. That way I know to expect your entry there. And you'll get an entry for every $25 you spend with your consultant by or before next Thursday, the 21st. You get 10 entries for this ice cream maker giveaway when you invite friends to a party, fundraiser, or to a bridal shower / registry. So you'll schedule with your consultant by or before next Thursday. You don't have to have the party done by then, but you'll schedule with them, book the party. 15 entries when you join our team. If you're not already a consultant, you join our team, you're going to get 15 entries to win. It's a $40 off right now to join as a consultant. So if you've ever been considering it, you want to try out a party or two, if you just want to try it so you can get entries into the ice cream maker giveaway, fine. We'll train you still. But 15 entries for that. You get an entry if you're a consultant and had a guest. And then the other thing I know happens is some of you that are here just hosted with your consultant. And so if that's you, we are also doing 10 entries for this for every person you refer that books a party with your consultant. Okay. So if I'm your consultant, that would count for me or any of our consultants on here. Okay. And this could be if you're watching the replay or if you're here live tonight. So those are the ways, and I know you're not going to remember all of them. So be sure to fill out our survey. I'm going to pop that into the comments tonight. And I also want to answer the rest of our questions and do our little giveaways for our door prizes. So these giveaways are not for the ice cream maker. These are for our door prizes. The ice cream maker giveaway, we're giving you a chance 1 week to get all of your entries in with your consultant, and then we'll do that drawing. Okay. But you have your first entry for being here tonight. Okay. What other questions do we have? And you got to tell me who asked them too, if you're able. Anybody? And you can come live if you have a question and you haven't asked it yet, you can ask.
I just wanted to say that while you were making your stuff, I used our cleaning wash setting and my blender's already clean.
Yay.
Katie, I got a question for you. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, all right. It says, I love McDonald's frappe mochas. Would the ice cream maker make it?
Let's go ahead, me.
Yes, absolutely. I think like, so anything that's liquid enough, it will make that nice ice cream consistency. It does have to be thick enough. I think if you just used almond's milk or water, it might not, water is going to be more like a slushie at the end of the day.
Do you know how many cups the ice cream maker holds?
It's 1 quart. So someone know that math? Is that 2? No, that's 4 cups, right? Right?
Yes, 4 cups.
Anything else?
These are really good.
Nice.
For real. These are like really refreshing.
I'm excited to try that one. You got
Yeah,
my,
you're gonna have to try it. It's really refreshing. It's not really sweet, but they're really, really good.
good deal.
This recipe is fantastic.
So since the quick sickle bottom doesn't come apart, how do you clean it? If it's quick cleaning too, how do you clean it?
Yeah, it's actually, there's just little wells. There's no holes in them. So you rinse it out. I always use that little dual-sided cleaning brush. You could use a straw cleaner as well, just something thin, very, very easy. The only problem with that is you have to wait to clean it because it's so cold. You can do those popsicles over and over. You kind of have to wait to clean it or it just freezes, Same with the ice cream maker. It stays cold for quite a while. Go ahead, get some.
All right, I got
All right, any other questions?
How do you store the already made Quicksicles?
Yeah, you can either, do a plastic bag, a leak-proof container. You can leave them in the Quick-Sickle maker. Yeah.
I think I asked my question to a single person instead of to everyone, but can you make an ice cream if you have fresh fruit and just add some ice, or does it have to be frozen fruit?
I think you're going to get a better result with frozen fruit. So you'd probably want to make ahead, like all the recipes for the ice cream that I find, the ice cream maker's frozen, right? At least 24 hours. You want it to be as cold as possible. And then with your fresh fruit, you would maybe blend it up or chop it how you want it. And then what I did is I took a stainless steel bowl, mixed it in with my milk or whatever, your water, whatever you're making, and then leave it in the fridge or the freezer for freezer, maybe 30 minutes, fridge. You could do, the whole day or a couple hours.
The nice cream recipes, they're all frozen because it does make like you saw, I could scoop it out of there. So you use fresh fruit and ice, it'll be more like a slushy where you're drinking it, almost like the one that you have in there. So the kids really loved that nice cream one that I just made. I have done chocolate nice cream too, and that has a frozen banana.
Yeah. So if you're using fresh, I think if you just freeze it first, you don't have to buy it frozen potentially. I hope that helps, Danielle.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you bet.
Here's a question about the cold brew. Once you make it, how long does it stay good for in the first?
And that was, you were asking about the ice cream again, how long does it stay good for? Or in the fridge once you make cold brew? Oh yeah, you can keep the cold brew for, I'd say it stays good for up to 10 days. It lasts a lot longer than you'd think. Cause I know if I make coffee with the hot process and it stays for 3 hours, I'm it's not as good, but this will stay good for a full week. I think on all the research I've done on cold brew, 7 to 10 days is what it says, as long as you take those grounds out within 24 hours or so. So that's a great question. Yeah. And that was from Amanda. Okay. Anybody else?
Can you add flavors to the coffee?
Sure. Yeah.
That's from Diane Kidder.
Yeah. I think maybe if you bought flavored grounds, you'd do better than flavoring the coffee. But once it's made, you can flavor it however you'd want, just like you would with a regular coffee.
I personally use flavored coffee and love it.
Yeah. Are you a hazelnut fan?
I like hazelnut.
Hazelnut
I
is
can't
good.
have hazelnut in my house though, because my daughter's allergic, but
Right.
I usually do Highlander grog.
Yeah. Okay. And we just had another question, Carla, about the recipes. Again, guys, you can definitely find recipes for this. It comes with our just regular vanilla, but if you can Google it, you can ask your consultant. We have lots of recipes and it doesn't have to be a Pampered Chef recipe.
I posted an Evernote link that has a whole bunch of recipes in my post today on our workshop page.
Excellent. And then we had another question from Carla. Will there be any specials on the ice cream maker? So Carla, you got to keep believing that we're going to draw your name next week to win it, right? That'll be a good special. But the answer is yes. The ice cream maker is on sale all the time because our host rewards, as soon as your party gets to 200 in sales, so literally a friend, a neighbor, a relative, they order, you're going to have a 60% off item and a 50% off item. You don't have to even announce to the world that you're hosting if that makes you feel uncomfortable, but your consultant is going to be so good at making you have a fun party. And right now, what I love about the Pampered Chef business is, we've got high gas prices, we've got inflation, we've got groceries like through the roof, right? But if you're bringing things like a slushie that we might spend $7.99 on, somewhere else, or a quart of ice cream that's going to cost you $5.99, you can make things at home. And so Pampered Chef can be budget friendly. And if you make it ahead, I think your consultant has all these resources and tools to help you do just that. And your friends are going to love the recipes, the ideas, the tips. So for sure, every person that has a minimum qualifying party gets a 50% off. And if your party's in July, you also get a 60% off, and you get to choose it. So yeah, there's your answer. Host a party. All right. What else? Any other questions before we say goodnight? These kids are killing me.
Yeah, we have super flexible schedules, and if you end up sick, you can just call.
There's a few people that Kim still needs to know what your first and last name is.
Okay, so if you have not told us your first and last name, please make sure that's in the comments, or like if you don't know how to use the chat here on Zoom, message me or your consultant as soon as it's over and say, hey, I was attending, I didn't know how to do the chat, so that we can get you in that drawing. And Robin, did you have something else too? Or anybody else?
I don't think it's worth it.
No, I just put some of my ice cream in the Sickles, and I'm gonna make strawberry popsicles now.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I love it. All right, good deal. Well, thank you
Look
guys.
at your daughter. She's like, oh yeah.
You guys, they're too much. Like they're in here like going all around. So I next time y'all just need to come over so they don't have a full sugar rush before bed. But
That
well.
won't
Hey,
happen. We'll still
here's-
be in here.
here's the last thing I'm going to say. Kits are $40 off if you want to try it. I might have said that already. All right, but our next workshop is the second Thursday. I think that is August 11th. We're going to do a back to school theme, and hear me out. If you don't have kids going back to school, you're going to learn about packing your lunch, making a healthy, balanced lunch for work, for yourself, for the kids. We have an amazing brand new product that we got to know about. It releases in August, so you can be the first to win that. That'll be our prize next month. So we'll do back to school snacks, lunches, and just give you some tips, because we've got a lot of mamas here that can give you all of the tips. And I bet you have some tips that you can share too next month. All right, that's all I have. I'm going to stop the recording, but I'm going to hang out.